violence in the street. There's violence in the street. There's violence in the street. There's violence in the street.
Pursuit of headline trivia, stunts, and scandal.
Hot off the press,
Hey, look at the games on this gal.
they keep going up, 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 just like the stock market, you see? To get to the bottom of this cadaver, your host, Lou.
And Al.
What time is it?
On.
Tuesday?
Hey, buddy. Back with another episode of What Time Is It on Tuesday. And it's a little bit different this week, guys. We got a special guest this week. One of the best comedians in Durham. Traveled all over fucking Ontario, making people laugh, crushing jokes. It's the most important part of the podcast, the Bonaparte. Mr. Kris Bonaparte, say hello, buddy. Nice to see you. How you been?
Good to see you, Louie. Good to see you, Louie. Good to see you, Al. How you been, man?
Good, man. Good. Trying to do this podcast thing to kill the monotony of of this lockdown, man.
Man, today's the first day I've worn a belt in like 7 weeks.
Yeah, just walking around no belt like Steve Jobs, man.
Like Steve No Jobs.
Yeah, man. No, I hear you. It's been something, man. I'm getting sick of my brother. I need new friends. I need new people to talk to, man. I'm going a little stir crazy, getting the cabin fever, man.
You want my children?
I don't know if I'm that fucking lonely yet, man. Or if I'm that good of a guy. Like I feel like the only thing keeping parents from beating the shit out of children is that it's their own DNA.
Keeping?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, you know, like a little smack here and there. But I mean, if it wasn't my own DNA, whew, I don't know if I could keep that temper in check.
The motherfucker's a reporter motherfucker for being a motherfucker, but yeah, I totally agree. It's hard to keep your, for families that are suddenly around their kids all the time for weeks. I think there's a lot of stress of just, you get to actually be yourself, and it hurts.
Yeah, and I think it's causing a lot of problems. I think wives are getting to know their husbands way too well, or it's like I think a lot of divorce rates are going up. At first, I thought there'd be a lot of like COVID babies. I think there's gonna be a lot of fucking COVID divorces, man.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of COVID charges. There's gonna be a lot of COVID domestic. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how, like, I was thinking this. Like, imagine when this whole thing started, if you got, like, you just started seeing a chick.
Mm-hmm.
You're, like, 4 days deep. It's all fun. You're fucking all the time. Everything's great. And then you get locked down with this bitch for, like, a month. And then the real starts coming out. And you can't go nowhere. You're stuck with her. Like, these countries that couldn't leave or go anywhere. Like, you're in your house with this person for a month. Good Lord, man. That's a tough way to get to know someone, man.
Oh, that's where the trunk of your car comes in, folks.
Yeah.
It's no good. They can open it from the inside now. They make that too easy.
Yeah, they make technology child-proof, and then they made it cunt-proof.
Oh, fuck, man. Ain't that the truth?
Mm-mm. Speaking of which, my debut album comes out Canada Day, and it's called Kris Bonaparte is the Truth.
The truth.
I had to make sure to get that in.
Yeah, man. Plug away, baby. Plug away. Canada Day?
Canada Day, man. Celebrate Canada Day with the truth.
It's coming out. It's coming out to celebrate the Queen's menstrual cycle. That's what Canada Day is really about. That's why we're shooting those firecrackers.
Right.
All of the women of Canada sync up together. They all get the same menstrual cycle, man. That's wicked, buddy. Hour special? How much time you got on there?
43 minutes of absolute devastating classic Kris Bonaparte comedy.
That's smooth, sexy style.
Exactly.
So is this like a collective of all the, like, pretty much the life work, kind of just refined, filtered through the best 43 minutes of it, or is it?
That's exactly
That's exactly what it is.
That's
All right.
exactly it, Alex.
Oh man, how many years in the working, man?
I've been at it officially for 25 years.
Jesus, have you ever not been a stand-up? like, good lord, when'd you start? Like fucking 20?
At 18, I did my first set.
Holy fuck, you've been a comedian almost as long as I've been alive. Shit,
Pretty much.
that's awesome, man. Oh, that deserves a cheers,
Yeah.
brother. Wow, 18, eh?
Yeah, man.
For just on like that is just a fucking cool way to travel and see all of Ontario. Like, I'm sure, and you see like cool parts of it, like all like the shitty dive bars and different venues and good theaters. I'm sure still, but you see a whole fucking like the city, you know.
Absolutely. So I've traveled and I've probably performed in like most towns in Ontario that have more than 1,000 people.
That's wild.
So places like Red Lake that you otherwise would have never heard of.
I don't know, where is Red Lake, man?
Red Lake is
Is it beside Blue Lake?
it's one of the primary lakes, though. No.
Yeah.
Red Lake is about 2 hours west of Thunder Bay.
Oh shit. Okay, way up there. We're talking
Way.
Navajo country, man.
No ho country, buddy.
No country. That's the smooth style of Bonaparte I fucking miss. Shit, buddy, man.
I miss you too.
Yeah, it's been too long, man.
Wow, don't you miss doing comedy?
Oh man, like the weird thing for me is like I took a break from comedy, like when I still could, cause I fucking my noodle was a little upside down, you know. I had a rough year. Some charges here and there that I feel like I didn't really do anything except take a ride home from somebody I shouldn't have. You know, like when your parents say like, don't get in cars with strangers.
Right.
Yeah, what they should have said is don't get in cars with gun-toting cocaine dealers. That is what they should have
Yeah,
said.
don't get that guy started.
Yeah, because like I was drunk and lazy and took a ride home from this fella. Next thing I know, I'm in a high-speed police chase, and then we flip over, almost hit a gas station.
How far away was the bar from your house? Just so we can get a perspective.
Like a stone throw.
like 6 minutes walking distance.
like 6 minutes a drunk walk.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
I think if it's past 4 minutes a ride, it's a considerable bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
Yeah,
All right. See, Kris knows.
That's
But-
that's probably like an $8 Uber. How broke are you at the time?
Well, it's not the broke thing, because I'm always that regardless. But it's that like whatever I bring to the bar, I drink. Like I drink all of the money that I have with. So there's I have a plan to get to the bar. I don't have a plan to get out of the bar. I got there. That's plan A, and then we're fucking rolling dice for the rest of it. But long story short, I wasn't doing a lot of comedy because I just went through a lot of whatever, you know, doing a little like maybe I should change some things in my life. Long short of it is the fact that I can't do comedy now, and it like, makes me miss it even more. It's like you telling me I can't do something when I want to. You know what I mean?
Yo, let me touch on that point of getting home. We've established that I've worked in Canadian entertainment for 25 years. I'm used to not having a whole lot of extra money. That plan for getting home is you put a 20 in your sock. Not conveniently in your sock. You put it
Like at the bottom, like at the
bottom.
heel.
like you ain't reaching that shit to buy no bitch, no shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you like
That is a smart
Opus-
move.
Yeah.
the end of the night, you got at least that $20 so you can get a cab halfway home or get something to eat or
No,
not
that's clever. That's
fucking
clever.
die.
That's clever until you try to pay the cab and you're like, 1 second, cabbie, and you're shaking off your shoe and like rolling down your sock and you pull that thing out, it's like fucking wet and half ripped. Like,
Money's money.
He's
Jack.
gonna kick you out. He'd be like, I don't even want that fucking soaky, stinky 20. But let's be serious.
Well,
That Albanian cab driver will take that in a heartbeat and smoke cocaine with it. Oh fuck, man. But yeah, man, I miss it. I miss it. It's weird, man. Like I'm trying to do this podcast thing to like fill the void, but it's not the same. You need that live audience, man. You need that that instant gratification, like, and not knowing if something's gonna work. You know what a podcast is? It's like all the material that doesn't make the stage when you're writing, you can use on a podcast. It's like it's all C material stand up. That's what a fucking podcast is.
Right.
We're not giving you the gold, people. You want to see the gold? Buy his fucking album. Go see him live. You know, that's how you see fucking stand up, all right? That's how you get the. You want the A material? You see us live.
A guy I know is talking about doing stand-up shows for people lined up outside like LCBOs on the bed of his pickup truck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a grown man with children, but I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's how bad you miss stand up.
Okay,
That a fucking goofy idea like that sounds good. These poor assholes have nowhere to go. Like, at least you can walk out of a fucking comedy show. These guys gotta like wait in line, and then like they're just trying to go through their grocery list. Like, I need milk, eggs, and this guy's like, so I got this new wart on my balls. You can't go nowhere. Like, it's the fucking worst. You're fucking not entertaining people. You're bombarding them. It's fucking ridiculous. You're gonna invoke a riot. Like,
Did you do the show though?
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
That being said, if there's openings, like, I'm available.
Kinda, pretty much, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well,
Man.
face it, a lot of comedians that are listening to this a lot of comedy shows do happen to like pub audiences that didn't know there was a comedy show, and
That's
those
true.
shows suck.
Yeah.
So
always. Yeah.
it's about equal,
It's still fucking better
if not way better than performing for people standing outside of a grocery store.
Yeah, no, 100%. But like, it's like performing in front of people in front of a grocery store is still better than that fucking online stand-up idea. Have you seen this floating around? Like doing like an online stand-up show in front of like a fucking virtual audience or some like, what's that, like Zoom or yeah, like some kind, like that's like, I'd rather chase parked cars. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Are they charging money for that show?
I think some of them are.
Huh.
I mean, a platform's a platform. I kind of don't feel like doing Zoom comedy. I want to perform.
It's fucking silly.
Yeah.
That's
video
silly.
chat.
That's like calling like would you go to a virtual strip club? You know what I mean? No, I just watch fucking porn. Like,
well.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a silly. It makes no sense. And like, there's no feedback from a fucking Zoom like, that's dumb. I'd rather just stand on a milk cart and yell at fucking people. It's like walking by, man.
I don't trash the idea. I just don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's because you're a diplomatic gentleman. I got nothing to lose, buddy. I'll fucking trash it all. Don't worry.
But would you even hear the laughter? Because if everyone's laughing, then you couldn't even, and your mics were tuned on to that. Like, you couldn't even talk over that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well.
So it doesn't seem like it would be that same, like that instant experience of stand-up comedy. You say something, they laugh.
Yeah,
and
it's fucking dumb. I don't know how it works. How are you feeling about sports, man? Not being able to watch any sports? Is that weighing on you at all?
I'm okay. I'm miffed about the Raptors. See what would have happened. I don't understand.
Still the champs, by the way.
Still the champs.
Still the fucking champs.
Hey, you
We
know
the
what?
North.
Hey, you know what irks me, man? I go to NBA.com to like see what's happening, what they're doing with this season, and this is like maybe 2 weeks ago. Nothing.
No
Like
update.
there's no there's no, hey folks, here's what's gonna happen.
Here's a light at the end of the tunnel, a ray of hope, like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they had some great content about, you know.
Yeah, keeping the hype alive, like
right.
yeah.
But there was no type of explanation, and I think that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's silly. That makes zero sense to me. You think they'd want to keep the fans interested, like don't forget for a second, people, we're still the fucking champs. So start acting like a fucking champ on the goddamn website. That's outrageous.
To me, it kind of symbolizes like they honestly don't know. They don't know anything about any
like when shit's gonna
yeah.
reopen.
The only reason why you wouldn't put in information, because it's like you can't say it's
leave it
a negligent organization. Like they know what the fuck they're doing. It's the NBA, right?
I did mention that was 2 weeks ago. I think as of recently, there's been some type of playoff format announced, but I can't.
NASCAR opened up. I don't know if that affects your life at all.
No.
Yeah.
I mostly watch. I actually mostly watch wrestling, and that's continued. They just do it in front of like empty places.
Oh, okay. I heard some shit with like they got some fucking Korean baseball going right now. Like that's like one of the only sports that's actually televised is some Korean baseball. Some Korean baseball, and it's fucking goofy. I kid you not. They got like cardboard cutouts of like people in the fucking seats because nobody can be there. Some outrageous shit. Yeah, man. And like only in the front row, like right behind the dugout and shit.
I feel like in Korea, that's how they look at their fucking audience and citizens as just like fucking cardboard cutouts anyways.
There's a robot that goes by selling them cutouts, popcorn and shit.
Yeah. Who wants a cutout beer here?
It's Korea, so it's like squid bits or something.
Yeah, squid bits. Yeah. Yeah, man. Who wants a shot of soy? Fuck, man. Yeah, but cardboard cutouts, that's next level. Have you ever seen that movie Idiocracy?
No, fuck. I need to see that.
I feel like that's what we're living through right now.
Luke Wilson, right? Luke Wilson.
And Terry Crews is like plays the president.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Terry Crews is the president.
I gotta see this movie.
It's funny, man. They start like watering like crops with Gatorade because they think that like that's what the people want. So like everything won't grow and everything's dying. Like it's ridiculous. Like TV, you'd flip through channels. It's just like 20 minutes of people getting kicked in the balls. Like the president's a reality TV show. Like it's fucking. I'm like it's fucking today. Like it's fucking. That's what we're living. Like, you like strip clubs?
I like the strip clubs. I don't know. I was a strip club regular in my 20s.
Did you ever eat from the buffet?
No, I've never been to a strip club with a buffet, but I got fond memories of Wanda's back in Montreal.
Yeah, but you grew up in Montreal, yeah.
Yes.
So you got good strip clubs.
Yeah.
Like you could touch the strippers a little bit. You could have a little fun. Like
Wanda's had nice wings, man.
Yeah. See?
I never tried anything else, to be honest.
It's like that Chris Rock joke, like titties and tater tots. Like they don't mix. But yeah, man, fucking, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous of that. You got to grow up with the good strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
The good strip clubs. Montreal's the closest city in Canada to like a European style city. Like they have that same vibe. Like you got guys like hustling to get people into the strip club outside of the strip club, giving you like 2-for-1s and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like the first time I went and partied in Montreal and went to a strip club, it was one of the funniest experiences, man. I'm sitting there listening to this guy try to wheel this stripper who's getting fingered, the stripper, by another dude that's behind her. So she's sitting, leaning in, talking to this guy, leaning over the table, trying to, wheel a lap dance, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, she's getting fucking finger popped from behind.
Okay.
But like stone faced. Like this guy's chainsawing her monkey, and she's not even fucking blinking.
Chainsaw her monkey.
Oh yeah, he's going in knuckles deep like Conan the Barbarian.
You're a fucking wordsmith.
But he's getting in there,
Respect to.
And I'm telling you, this girl, no expression on her face, nothing. Like
Well-
brushing her teeth in the morning. Like it's nobody's business. Like who cares?
Her monkey's definitely seen a lot of business.
Oh yeah. That's a hot dog down a hallway situation.
Her
Like,
monkey's
that's-
been there before.
Yeah. That thing's played the Congo a few times. But anyways, right? So the guy that's getting hustled for the lap dance is
Right.
completely oblivious to Buddy just fucking going elbow deep behind her.
Mhm.
He eventually catches on, and the two guys start arguing about like, no, this is my girl. What are you doing? The whole time that these two guys are fighting and arguing, this crazy asshole doesn't even pull his fingers out of her. He's just fucking just blasting away. They're arguing, and she's still stone faced. Like, who wants to buy me a drink? Like, it was the weirdest experience I think I've ever seen in my life.
Well, there's an expression back in the islands where I'm from. The pussy ain't ever yours. It's just your turn.
That is 100%.
You gotta just work it right to try and keep it.
That's it. He should have just put a little hook in his finger.
You
So
gotta
she
come
can't
and
get it.
hither that bitch.
Yeah, hitherto, baby, hitherto. That's 100%, man. You never own the pussy, you just lease it. It's like an apartment downtown. You can't afford that shit. And if you could, you don't want it.
Yeah, I think I was a little too poetic there a second. When I said come hither, I'm referring to you do it when you get to a couple fingers in. You got to do a come here motion.
Oh, that's what I thought you were saying. I'm like, you curl the fingers. You hook it
okay,
in. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure you were on my.
No,
way.
I get what you're saying, man. You gotta curl it back. It's like the difference between two different type of arrows when you're hunting. You know, you got the practice arrow that doesn't have the hooks on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It goes right through. But then you get that arrowhead, that little triangle. You're not pulling that motherfucker out. It's locked in, man. The spurs are out.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. Where are you going?
You just clamp onto
Yeah,
it. Right.
yeah, man. It is.
It's the next morning. She's like, "Please, I gotta go to work."
And you're like, and I need a pedicure, but we can't all do what we want. Hooking the pussy, man. That's it. It's like it's like how you separate two Greek boys with a crowbar. Sometimes it gets cut. You don't know that, eh? You don't know about that, like dog fucking. You don't know about that. Dogs, wolves, hyenas, they get stuck, man. They get stuck. They get stuck sometimes.
Yeah,
they need a little help separating. Just like Greek island boys. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I grew up playing hockey, right?
Okay.
And that's a lot of white guys that are very. I don't know how to say this properly. Like, I feel like hockey players are the closest thing to being gay without being gay. Like, it became normal. Like, they're just very comfortable with, like, shit that most people would consider very of the homosexual variety. And my question is, like, I notice brothers don't be playing that shit at all. Like, they don't fuck around with gay jokes or any of that nonsense.
Right.
Am I correct, or is this like from my observation, or like what is that? Like, white guys are like weird with like they're like almost like it's like to tease somebody about being gay is like their thing, and like those be fighting words. Those be fighting words for a black dude. You'd be like, you better not be calling me a fag.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that like gay jokery shit
Right.
that like white guys do that play sports. You know what I mean? Like.
Right. I mean, I didn't play sports, but still with West Indian people, it's more of a touchy subject. Well,
Yeah, they don't play
I'm
that
in my
shit either.
40s.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know what that's like. Well, I do have children that came up now. You don't. Well, more with our people, like historically, it's a touchier issue to tease around. And I don't know, like white guys are on construction crews or like white dudes in high school smack each other's butts.
Like all of
That
it,
kind of
it's
stuff.
like it's complete. It's like all. It seems like a uniquely white dude thing to like joke around
Right.
about being gay, and like I grew up a little differently than the classic, like I guess like Anglo-Saxon style white dude. I got Greek like parents. It's like we don't. Like I feel like Greeks invented gay, and we still don't joke around with it as much as they do here. Like it's like I don't know. It was a bit of a from getting raised the way I was, and then like jumping into schools and being like, oh okay, that's just what white people do. Was weird to me. I was like I feel like I'd get a good smack in the mouth if I made that joke to my dad. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Same here to my dad.
yeah, yeah, they didn't fucking play that shit. And I don't know. I don't know where that comes. Like it's
Well, it's a more stern, rigid culture.
that makes sense.
And I think people care a bit more about their like masculinity, like about protecting it and looking like, you know what I mean? More so, more dominant, more alpha shit.
I think like yeah, I think when you've been like I said, I'm Greek, and in that history of those people, they've been oppressed a ton. They were under the Ottoman Empire, the Turks, for like 500 years. I think people that have had a rougher history don't have a lot of room for that kind of shit. Playful, not like it's like you said, stern. It's like you're becoming a man, like quick. You know what I mean? You don't have time to like be cute.
And here's a fun fact, folks. In the days of the slave trade, before they brought hundreds of thousands of Africans to the United States, a lot of them would stop in the Caribbean where they had seasoning. And seasoning was an effort to break their spirit.
Wow.
And what seasoning literally was to rape the men's asses.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of
300
sense.
years ago, you could get a job.
Wow, just
to
break
rape
you.
men's asses.
It's fucked up.
Wow, just to
You might have had benefits in a pension plan to rape men's asses.
Yeah. I rape asses and I got dental and health. Wow, I did not know that's a thing. So that makes a lot of fucking sense.
This happened in the Caribbean.
Yeah,
for a lot of years. Like they would stop there.
Yeah, so nobody's taking my manhood, my spirit, my integrity, my honor. Fuck all. Like, I'm not even joking about that.
So
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Homophobia is more ingrained.
It's not. They weren't.
In the blood.
But like, it's 100%. Any bigotry, racism, all that behavior is learned. It's taught behavior. They forced them to be homophobic. It's not homophobic. It's like you took everything that I have, like, to break me, so you can steal the humanity from me.
Right.
Wow. Okay. Well, that answered my question probably more than I wanted to. God damn. That's fucking horrendous. Fucking white people are evil, eh? Like, holy fuck.
That's the fucking truth, man, right there.
That's it. That's the Bonaparte truth. Fucking Canada Day, it's coming out. Don't fucking forget about it. Can't forget the truth.
And while you brought it up, folks, you can stream it on iTunes, Spotify, all those great things. But that streams. What's an even better option is you go on your iTunes or on your Google Play and you buy the actual album. That way the artist, the comedian, gets actual money, folks.
That's it. And not that dead scumbag Steve Jobs, you know? Or that beady-eyed, dead Russian, hooker-eyed looking Bill Gates. Fuck all those assholes. Give the money to the artist.
Exactly.
Give the money to the artist. How can we get this wonderful piece of work that you put out, man? How much does that cost?
The whole album will be $10 on
Fucking
iTunes.
folks, $10.
You
10
can,
bucks for 25 years of grinding it out and making fucking magic happen on stage. 10 bucks.
You don't even. It's like you can't even buy a pack of cigarettes for $10. Like, I don't even like your business model here. How does this guy even make money from this? I don't even fucking know.
It's because the truth is a man of the people. He's the people's champ. He's not even worried about making money, man. That's the side part. What he's really worried about is just bringing joy and making people laugh.
Man, I've been bringing joy for decades, my guy.
That, and he's gonna make it 25.92.
I just said my guy.
You can call me my guy, whatever, man. My man, whatever's clever, man.
Player.
Yo, I saw this fucking crazy asshole in Salt Lake City with the riots that have been going on.
Mm-hmm.
This old fucking weird white goatee looking fucking lunatic. Anyways, he pulls up in a pickup truck, busts out a fucking hunting bow, and he's trying to pull back the bow and fire into the riot crowd like arrows into a fucking.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Who brings a fucking bow and arrow to a riot? First of all, that's like, what are you thinking? All that happened is he didn't even get. He might have shot one off, and then everyone rushed him and just beat the fucking shit out of him.
Wow.
Is that not some crazy nonsense?
That's some crazy nonsense. Yes, that is some crazy nonsense.
Like I wouldn't feel comfortable if I brought a fucking machine gun to a riot. Like, yeah, you're eventually gonna get, like, what, you take out 10?
You're gonna have to.
There's
reload.
thousands.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, while I hesitate, has a machine gun, it would be more practical, yes, but I don't know.
A fucking hunting bow to a riot. He was some senile looking fucking white dude. Like, I honestly think, I'm not even sure.
He wanted to do his part, I guess, in his own senile white guy way.
I don't even know what that. Why? Like, you just want to kill the rioters? Like, what the fuck? I don't even understand the mode of thinking.
Wanted to protect that nail store with his life. People need their nail supplies.
Yeah, man. Not my home hardware.
Various lacquers.
Lacquers. Stainers and paint removers. People, it's fucking bonkers. Yeah, man.
It's all pretty convenient.
Yo,
This is going to keep people from registering to vote on that side of the border. That's what everyone needs to do. Register to vote.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You see Killer Mike?
Right.
Made a speech. You see what he said?
Uh,
You hear it at all?
I honestly, unfortunately, I didn't. But please let me know about that.
Oh, man. It's fucking beautiful. If I can find my...
Yo, let's pause this shit. Let me watch it right now.
Yeah, for sure. It's fucking beautiful, man. But yeah, now that you've seen the video, man, Killer Mike say his piece. What are your thoughts, man?
Killer Mike's amazing, man. Very astute.
Respect.
Always very centered. And his whole outlook, what I got from that was about making sure that you're not damaging your already treacherous position. Let's not make things worse, for ourselves as a community. So let's not trash the mom and pop businesses, particularly the mom and pop black businesses. He specifically mentioned this city has, I think he said 50 restaurants owned by black women.
Women, yeah.
Right? Don't trash. If you're gonna trash the neighborhood, don't trash places you need. I think I saw a clip in Atlanta where they were destroying businesses, but people were like, wait a second, leave the Waffle House alone. Well, there's a neighborhood in Atlanta that just destroyed except for the Waffle House.
Yeah. You're gonna get hungry after all that rioting, right?
Yeah, you work up an appetite riding. But
That's funny.
Yeah, everything's on fire but the waffle. But I like that, man. Don't burn down your own house. And like you said, man, that don't make a situation worse. That treachery worse. I like that, man.
And right now, what you're seeing is the police department acting like thugs, acting like gangsters, and you see the populace acting like gentlemen. Everyone understands their anger. You can't show a murder video on the internet and not have people reacting. Everyone understands the rioting, and now it's saying, okay, stop this. Let's change the strategy. Let's do something different. We have. It seems like the whole world is kind of watching this, and they have everyone's support. And if you keep up rioting and shit like this, you might lose it.
Now, George Floyd's death was terrible.
Yeah.
And you want to say shocking, but it's not shocking.
It's not shocking.
It's not shocking that.
It's shocking it's still happening.
It's not shocking that one cop would put his knee on his neck, on the man's neck. What is shocking is that 3 other cops stood there and watched him.
Yeah, man.
For 8 minutes.
8-9 minutes. At no point did it come into your head.
Because it's not cops. You're just a human being. There's 7 human beings watching, and at what other time?
With the power to actually make it to stop it.
With the power to stop it, and if you weren't wearing a uniform, that would never happen. That would have never happened. People would intervene. Those 7 people, something would have done. Something about that uniform stopped everything.
Yeah, if it was 7 people or 5 people that were friends and they were watching their one friend virtually kill somebody, something would have happened. The reason that it didn't, it was out of fear because they got a badge and a gun. Like, you can't talk about a bigger abuse of power, so then to only charge the one guy is fucking bananas to me.
And it's just like Eric Garner.
Yeah, I'm aware.
When that cop choked Eric Garner, put Eric Garner in some UFC chokehold, there was like 4 other cops standing there, and probably more arriving.
Yeah.
What it looks like is the worst cop is the measuring stick for their behavior. A chain is only as strong as the worst link.
The weakest link, yeah.
When police respond to a scene, their behavior is going to be that of the evilest, most abusive asshole in the group.
Especially if everyone's watching.
Yeah, man. It's a mass hysteria kind of thing. Like, it follows suit. People, yeah.
But if you noticed, in his speech, Killer Mike, he didn't say we want 1 arrest. He said we want 4 arrests.
Very true.
He said that. Yeah.
Very true.
But how are they not equally as guilty?
They're definitely guilty.
But equally as guilty as killing the guy that killed George Floyd they're all like, if not more so guilty, because you actually had a chance to stop it.
If 3 cops were watching, just say someone get murdered and they didn't do anything and they walked by, those 3 cops are liable.
Absolutely.
100%. What happened other than that? I don't care if he has a uniform or not. You saw there was 3 people and 1 person killed another person. These 3 people who were in a position, like my brother was saying, to stop it, did nothing. You're 100% liable.
Terribly so.
More so liable because you were in a position to uphold the law. You swore to uphold justice. It was something that you took upon yourself.
No, they serve and protect.
Yeah, which one is it?
They serve.
They serve. They don't protect.
They serve and protect, except from their coworkers.
Exactly. They're exempt from the law.
Number 1 is a murderous asshole. Police officer 3, 4, 5, and 6 will just stand there and watch you. I mean, if you put Eric Garner and George Floyd together, 2 incidents and 7 cops isn't necessarily a huge sample size if you want to talk statistics, but basically you put Eric Garner and George Floyd together, 0 out of 7 U.S. police officers would stop a police officer from choking a black man to death. 0 out of 7.
That's the evolution of the police force. That's how far we've made
0
it.
out of 7.
That's today. Yeah.
Kris, I literally don't even know how to, like, I got nothing to say. It's so. There's no words. Like that's so fucking insane, man.
I mean, it.
You're setting a standard that's what's acceptable. That's like that's how you deal with that situation. Is what is getting told. That's the narrative that's being told.
There's some type of mentality. I mean, and you know what? My outlook, I tell you, with no, I understand. I say this ironically. My outlook is stereotypical. I think police officers comprise of a lot of guys that they were on the hockey team or the football team.
Yep.
And now they weren't good enough to do that shit in college.
You're
So
fucking so right.
they join a life where they can wear a uniform.
So be part of the boys team.
And have a macho environment and get to use the fact that they got big
Exactly. Walk
shoulders.
around having a fucking dick measuring contest.
But what you're describing isn't.
Literally everyone I played hockey with that was a fucking lunatic ended up becoming a fucking police officer. The job itself is designed for a very select few of very, very unique people. It's probably one of the most difficult jobs to do correctly as a police officer. The people they employ to do that job do not have those fucking qualifications, man. It's people that got like bullied or picked on or wanted, like you said, to carry on that macho mentality. They didn't have respect because they didn't work on themselves, because respect is not something that's demanded. It's fucking earned through the work you do on yourself. Mm-hmm. And they don't want to work on themselves, and they want that respect. So let me get behind a fucking gun and a badge and I'll get that. And now you have to respect me. Now my respect is forced on you. It seems like very little dick syndrome. Man, show me a cop with a thick cock and I'll show you a good man. None of them do. That's what I'm saying, man.
So these former hockey players, they got a place where they can flex their fuck. You guys shouldn't have got me so lit before this hot podcast.
No, man. Speak the truth. That's what the Bonaparte does, man.
Hockey players, they got a place now where they can flex their testosterone.
Yeah, man.
But I think what happens is the most alpha guy in their locker room, for lack of a better word, kind of sets the tone. They're not going to tell the asshole cop to be less of an asshole.
Stop being an asshole, because he kind of runs the shit. It's like they get like a high school mentality, like the bullies.
Right. So Officer Thou,
that's his name?
I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Okay.
Thou, Thu, something like that.
Okay.
The Asian dude that stood there like 2 feet away from Derek Chauvin while he choked George Floyd to death. Officer Thou basically got baited.
Yeah. Basically.
He couldn't muster the balls to say, "Yo, Derek, it's enough, bro."
Yeah, that was some cockhold shit, man. He acted like a beta male.
But that's what's weird about it, because it's a gang. Like, no more are you describing it's a weak section of the population who wants to become cops. There's probably something that they want to gain, or some sort of feeling that they want to have, or whatever like that. So they become a cop, and this camaraderie or this family type thing. And now if you want to prove yourself, do what we tell you to do. Don't ask questions. Don't do this. Enforce the agenda that we tell you to do. Kill someone to get initiated. Do that. It's a fucking gang. You're describing a gang.
Yeah, man.
Right.
If you're not upholding the law, and they don't snitch. They hold true to their brothers, blue bloods, right? You don't. It felt like the camaraderie between cops is that brotherhood is unmatched. They fucking hold out for their own. They stick together.
Like
that's a gang. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. Like as much as like the Bloods or the Crips are a gang, so is the fucking FBI. So is the NYPD. Like look at the way they behave. That's all gang behavior. Like the biggest lie is that we're weaker than they are. They got us shook. They got us shook with fear, man. Like straight fear. It's a numbers game, and we beat them, and we're scared.
Well,
but the thing is not like that Killer Mike said, man. Don't burn down your own fucking house, man. Organize.
It's a numbers game, but whoever goes in first gets shot.
That's yeah. See, that's the
It's
thing.
like-
Nobody's willing to be that
Consequences.
that martyr. To
No one wants to pay the. No one wants to pay the consequences. No one wants to be the first guy to have to pay the consequences. Yeah, we're the majority. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, you can step up and everyone can make a change right now today.
You know,
But who wants to be the first guy to take all those?
after, you know what? That's the problem. Like I got kids and whatnot, so I don't read as much as I did in my youth. But
Yeah.
I gotta look more into this. We all gotta look more into this.
that's
After the
you said it right. We all got to look more into this.
after the economic collapse in like 2008
2008.
in Iceland, the people just fucking marched in and just took over that country. They were like, we're not doing this anymore in terms of a completely capitalist system that fucked everything over.
Yeah.
Everyone over, pardon me. So they reformed the system instantly. It was a overnight practical revolt. And the things wrong with that system stopped.
That's what's required, though. That is what's required for democracy to work. Until Americans or North Americans, in general, are prepared to do that, just to march in and say, no, this is wrong. We see it, and this is what we're gonna do. That's it's power of the people, and they only have power if you're informed, if you actually understand what's going on, and you're not gonna get that from fucking media, like popular media sources. Maybe from fucking What Time Is It on Tuesday, but.
Yeah, this podcast will keep you informed with all the history from A to B, man.
I
I'll
thought
play
we
it
were
on
going to
Mega.
talk about farts, guys.
Yeah. Well, it goes deep. Sometimes it goes a little deep, man. But shit, man.
Speaking.
I was gonna say something, but
Speaking of farts, all right, I got some would you rather's, all right. So we started off our podcast with would you rather's, and it's just two ridiculous, fucking horrible situations. I'm sure you know of it, and I only have two because I don't do like I prepared for like 10 minutes for this, so
Buddy,
I know.
You got one of Canada's best comedians.
I know.
Here.
Eh,
You gotta
coming
put,
out.
and he prepares for 10 minutes. You
You
know.
got to put like 17 minutes into this fucking interview.
Yeah,
guys.
at least 15 and a half.
Yeah, 21 minutes for 2021. Anyways, fuck it. Okay, so here's my would you rather.
Snacks would have been a good move.
Snacks.
This
food-
motherfucker, man.
Fucking
You're complaining about fucking snacks. You want a charcuterie board, you cocksucker. We get you here, we get you beer. Now you want snacks. What else you want, man? Holy fucking
Prosciutto
Jesus.
specifically.
Little prosciutto, man. I'm fucking up, man. Holy cow. I'm Greek. I thought we were the kings of hospitality. You're making a bad rap for my whole people now, man. All right, man. Would you rather?
Would you rather? Okay. So would you rather only be able to fuck fat chicks, but they're hilarious, really funny fat chicks, or any girl you want, but I'm talking stage 5 clinger. Stage 5 clinger, man, like intense.
Like, can't brush your fucking teeth by yourself.
Oh, let's join. Let's brush our teeth together. So much fun. Don't leave.
Definitely a hilarious fat chick.
Yeah.
Fat
No
girls win
problem.
again.
Yeah.
Big girls need dick too.
But I'm talking any girl you want. And like fucking
Yeah,
any girl.
but I'd
Like-
like to be able to get rid of her after.
Yeah.
Yeah. like how much annoying can how annoying can Beyonce really be? like how annoying can she really be?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like stuff a sock in her mouth. Like the girl's beautiful. Like she can't do wrong. Like honestly, tell
Wait,
the worst stories.
But somehow I didn't think Beyonce was an option.
Yeah, any girl, bro. Any girl. Or the funniest motherfucker on the planet. Like makes Richard Pryor look like an asshole. Funny. But she's a fucking whale.
Mm.
But she's hygienic, you know. She showers regularly. She, you know.
How hygienic can you be if you're that fat though? You're just
Yeah.
you're gonna stink.
Body odor. Yeah.
When you said any girl I want, I filtered that, interpreted that as any girl I might come across in my actual life.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the ones
I
that,
know
like, the
Beyonce-
Beyonces that you ain't ever gonna come across.
Well,
Like, I
forget
feel
that.
Yeah.
Forget that. If I get any girl I want,
Yeah.
I'm fucking Rihanna.
Rihanna.
She can clean off.
Oh shit! And you know she can take a punch.
See that clingy man? I'll impregnate Rihanna. And then
Yeah, and you know
and
she's
then-
got a good chin.
she gotta pay me child support.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 'cause she's making the money.
I'll feed
Now
I'll
you
feed
got it
my
going.
actual children by making another child.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's Kris Bonaparte, the motherfucking truth. That is great. We got another question.
Yeah, I got one more. Again, this. Okay. So, would you rather have two dicks or a baby dick? Really, like a small little baby dick, or two of them.
Who the fuck? This is not my question to ask. That is a fucking brutal question, though.
2 dicks.
Yeah.
A baby dick doesn't help.
Doesn't work. You can make two dicks work. You probably get into like some weird porn. People are into weird shit.
You realize you're talking to a black man. You're asking a black man if he wants a baby dick? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
2 dicks will make for some even weirder porn.
Yeah. But, like,
My
honestly,
daily rate
man,
would be
like,
nice.
look, man, they might have got rid of the JBC at Wendy's, the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, but they ain't never getting rid of that BBC. that motherfucker's gonna be around for the long haul. All right, man. Well, Chrissy, what do you say? It's about that time.
Yeah.
You getting
Time
hungry, man?
for fucking pita deli.
I didn't feed our guests enough.
Oh man.
Oh man, I'm a bad host.
See, I didn't even. I walked back into the room after like we break for the bathroom, and I walked back into the room, and I'm not sure what you were talking about, but it sounded like sandwich, and I was like, and I said, "You guys talking about sandwiches?" And then Alex just goes off in goes on 2-minute rant about what
Pita
an
deli,
amazing
man.
sandwich place there was a couple of blocks away.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
I'm
man.
like, we gotta go there.
All right, guys. Well, what time is it on Tuesdays over, man? And shouts out to Pita Deli.
Plug your shit again.
And
Kris
don't forget,
Bonaparte is the truth.
Kris Bonaparte's
Live
the
on
truth.
whatever streaming outlets, but buy the album on Kris with a K. KrisBonaparte.ca.
Buy that fucking shit. It's only $10. Jesus Christ.